going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really extremely special guest in the building. Listen, you know we have in the building today, we have the king of the dancehall, Beenie Man, in the building. What's going on, big boss?
Not much. Every day I make music same way and just continue to keep up the old Jamaican famous dancehall thing, you know, because you have to keep dancehall going, so you have to continue to make the music and, you know, keep the people them honest.
You understand how it goes, and especially somebody like you that's been at the top of your game for so long, It's usually you that they're looking for to make sure that you're keep going.
Yeah, man, I have to keep people them honest, man.
Mm-hmm. Since we've been down for almost a year now, what's one thing that you really learned about yourself, because you haven't been traveling and all this? What's something you learned about yourself?
No, well, where the time really gear now, where it's COVID time. You see, you get more time to spend with your family. You get to know your kids more. You get to know your family more. Not only your immediate family, but your family, your siblings, them and everybody. And then this year I've lost my mom, so I give me more time, you know, you see it. So through my mother's sickness and thing, the whole COVID thing, so you get more time to spend, you know, with the last days of your moms and them things. So it kind of make you get more intimate with your people them and know them more, because you have family will know you but not really know you, because from the bus me at work, you know, you see it. And then you see it, so you know, stop. So COVID kind of give me a break, slow me down a little bit, you know, think about life and, you know, generate more respect for the people that may surround you. People that in your surroundings, the people that will make everything happen. So you kind of work closer. And it give me a chance to spend more time in the studio, because we work hard in the studio, but we work harder on stage, because on stage is where people actually see it. You see it. So, yeah.
That all right. I want to take you back a bit, because we're in Toronto right now, and I know that you have a big history with Toronto.
Yeah, my place.
Jane and Finch, all right?
Yeah,
I want to talk about your Jane and Finch days. How did you even end up coming to Toronto to even end up in a place like Jane and Finch?
Oh, Grace. That used to call her Grace the Face, you know. Nice girl, man. Is friend family from Waterhouse, which part my born until yet, you know. Them decide say them like how me DJ, them like my music and everything, you know. So them me make 2 cassettes. I think me make a Gemini cassette, and I was out on the Lee's Unlimited album with anyways. That's how them like the style, so them, you know, decide so them might give me a flyer. And yeah, Grace came go to Canada. Me DJ upon a sound named Upset a Sound with Doggy them and Spanky them back in the days. And then Grace deliver Show and Court, Jane and French. Yeah, so I saw me end up over there, so now me end up spend time there, because I was a kid, so I never need to get no more extension from my work permit now, nothing. We just need to get extended stay. And we did get that, yeah, so yeah.
And how long did you actually spend out here?
About a year and a couple months, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What was it like out here? Especially, I'm pretty sure that was your first time experience with snow and all of that.
It was my first time in a foreign, because I've been away already, but it was my first time in a foreign. So me get the experience of DJing on the sound system. The sound system never want me come home. So every time I think I have a girl working at the place and thing, and she get me thing extended. So every time we get an extra 3 months, and we get an extra 6 months, and we just spend out the time. So it's just a sound system. Them never want me come home, Gretchen. And the vibe is so nice. Till me and Doggy kick off, that are the selector, and you know, problem dread. So yeah, we end up having a cut. You see, and yeah, that was it. And Canada, it becomes one of the place I love, because it's not because of the quiet, it's because the Jamaican Foundation and the Caribbean Foundation in Canada. It's not only Toronto, only from Quebec go right back, you know. They have a strong Caribbean Foundation there, and the people them support and love each other and support the music. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know definitely when it comes to Beenie Man, I've seen you up here perform like a 2-hour set already. It's like, wow, this man is serious.
Yeah, but them love the music and them sing every word. And them soak into every vibration. So every time the vibes raise, them raise for them vibes. So it's an easier job for you. Because all you have to do is do something else to make the people them get rowdy. You see it? So when the people them get rowdy, you don't know the place crowded. So, whoa.
Yeah. I know when it comes to the stage, you're a stage boss. Where do you actually learn the craft of controlling a stage?
No, it's just, all right. Because I'm man come from sound system. So we never have to do much more than stand up behind the sound system and DJ. But it's just adjustment. You have to adjust and adapt to the environment we're in. Right now, a stage show time. Like when we busted in the 90s. Remember, I said Ninja Man and Shabba Rankin, they're there from the 80s. So you have them man there where you have as your icon. You see? Because me start as a little youth, but as a little youth, I know Shabba too. You see? And as a little youth, I know Ninja Man too. Them probably have different name at the time. Because Ninja Man did name Double Ugly when we know him. And Shabba did name Co-Pilot when we know him. You see it? I know him before him name Co-Pilot. I know him for never call him Pee-wee. But anyways, we need to forget that.
Okay.
Yeah, so them they're the artists them where we grew up on. General Trees, Chaka Demus, not even Admiral Bailey yet, because I know Admiral Bailey when I'm a big youth, and I know him when I'm a youth, when I'm just boss. So, not even Admiral Bailey per se, one of the foundation. It'll be Josie Whale and one of them money. See? So, me not say Admiral come now business continue. Yeah. But you can't tell him that. I don't think I can tell him that. You can't tell him that, guys. Yeah, because I'm 80s artist, so you see me, 86, them time I'm on the bus. Them time I look for go to Canada. Them when they watch the place. Yeah, man, Shabba Rankin. I think Shabba was on that same flight when I left to go Canada with. Yeah, man, was Patrick Shirley. He was the producer at the time for Shabba at the time. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shabba was on the same flight. Same time, but I think he leave before me. I think he left and go to New York. Something like that.
Something like
we kind of do the same thing, something like that. But
yeah. You talk about sound system. There's two sounds that I know. There was one, Killamanjaro, when it came to more modern day sounds, where it was like you and Ricky Trooper. When it came to like Beenie Man, as in dubs, it would always be Jaro. How was that connection made in the first place to really link?
Ricky Trooper. All right. Ricky Trooper always a selector from before him was the top manager. He's always a youth who have vibes and things. And love dancehall music, but it's never Ricky Trooper met me and him medley. It's Buggy Trooper friend, which is my friend. Is it? All right. We're there. The clash between Addies and Jaro. Addies and my son. Ethan and my friend.
Yeah.
So Ethan sent Babyface. Them time they didn't name Babyface. I think him name Lionface now. Send Babyface come to Jamaica for cut some bean, man. So me and him meet at Skateland. And call me myself meet me at Skateland. I jump on my bike and I ride to Skateland thing. I see him. I tell her the link coming now. Tony Matterhorn now come out and say, we are there and meet Beenie Man. We have the baddest bounty killer. Beenie Man can't kill bounty killer and no dance. Yes. God, no, that is. You can't say that thing about not skate in front of me. Dancehall is still a very competitive business. And me a bounty killer, right? You can't say that in front of me. So you got to tell me, say, me a fool. Because you can't do that. You do that. You got to set up your own sound. Because I'm going to contract everything I want to kill. I'm going to know every special way I'm singing because I'm a rival. I'm going to know everything we do for you. From the old special them to the new one them we are cut. So this is how we do. Me just go check Trooper. Me go check him. He never have the money to pay me. Because the amount of song we give him can't pay for me. Yes, we just go check him. Because how can you disrespect a man in front time right? Tell the man, you don't want to thank you because you can't kill a man in the dance. You go there, me I tell you that. And This is where it is now. Me and money come from dancehall, virgin. And dancehall, you make more money when you clash. Because, all right, per se, in the 80s, like 77, 78, going into 79, like 81, 82, 83, them time. A man will get $100 for DJ on a sound system. When it comes to sound clash, are 2 bills, you know.
Got you.
So if you chat the most lyrics and kill the sound with them, you get a lot, 2 bills, 5, then get an extra thing on the thing. You see, it got a you in the clash. Sometimes the boss will feel generous and give all 5 bills because they end up a kill all 5 artists who did for dead. Yeah. So this is the vibes of me I come from sound system original days. You can't tell me how to run a clash. Me know it. I've been there, done that. This is how me live. Me even play a sound system. So you must know all my thing. So I'm going to studio and me and Trooper sit down and work out the song then, man. Yeah, man. We work out the song from 8 o'clock. And the dance from about 7:30. We work out the song that we play from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock up to 12 o'clock. Because 12 o'clock Trooper play midnight hour now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So we work out everything. Yeah, man, we kill everything, man. Trust me. Kill out the day I danced up. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we did it.
I didn't even know that you were at the dance.
Yeah, man, we did the dance, man. But I want to tell you, say, oh, we shall dance. Yeah, fine, me I come from. Yeah, true. Me I come from New York. We come from New York for the dance. Like, trust me, we have a date for the date. I will rebook the date for flying for the dance. Yeah, man. Because me don't want to see that. Me don't want to see Matterhorn be Trooper the night there. Because I feel father, him said so, him said, me can't kill him son. That him say, another Trooper used by him. The bounty killer can't kill my son. Yeah, that Trooper used by him. Beat him, kill him, man. Yeah, man, I ain't kill Matterhorn. Because otherwise, Trooper that get some tune, but he wouldn't have the amount of material him have. Because he's not a dub plate guy. You see, in them time, I make my album, so I never that work on the dub plate style at that time. They get to me and say, yeah. But at them time, you know, from this on, I get into the dub plate thing because get to realize that I can freestyle to and build some on-spot lyrics and them thing there, and them thing that nice in a dub plate because you call it special. So you're not guy there play over there, so you just chop off the guy the neck and nobody else can play that tune there but you want. Yeah, it get nice. So we start getting to more dub plate. So Trooper now, him become the gun and he become the ammunition. Yeah. So becomes weapon of mass destruction. Stepping at the neck and move on. Yeah.
Big there, because I even remember you're talking about Matterhorn. I remember you even had your own song. What's the name of your song that you built where you're playing some dubs?
Matterhorn, okay, I'm a black man, not a nigga. Yeah, Matterhorn, yeah. But you see, Matterhon, may I tell you, say, I'm a friend. I'm a boy. See, one time them used to say, me and my brother, like, we have the same father and thing. Yeah, but me always get that. Yeah, because my father not popular, so everybody else, I'm a father. So I always get that. Yeah, one time I said I have the same father. But I'm brethren. I still my brethren and me and him will never, you see, or anything. We cuss, of course, because the boy faced it. Yeah, and me not do disrespect. We can't put it in my pocket and walk up on them with it. We don't know if it did it, so I have to send it back. Yeah.
Right there, because I remember you guys even clashed at World Clash one year.
Yeah, I'm killing
World Clash Reset.
Yeah. Joke from the yard. Yeah, Matterhorn, man. One song me was on killing me. One card was on killing me. Yeah. Come plan for him, because I know him not have none. Mm-hmm. And the DJ said, any man live on Mars? Mosa. I got to dead like that. 10 minutes forward, I'm after rolling the trophy come give me because the clock can't get disturbed. Yeah. Well, that was nice. But Matterhorn and Virgin still. And I might do it.
That's crazy. That's so crazy right there. Because again, I know you're, as you said, you're very competitive. So even somebody like Bounty Killer, even Bounty Hunter, when was the first time you heard of him as an artist, where he came up on your radar?
Bounty Killer, I never knew him. Seriously, I know Bounty Killer in 1992 when the first song came out, Kappa Shot. First time I hear Bounty. Like, I never knew him, no. God, me hear Kappa Shot. Remember me, I never knew him. Just, I know Nitty Kochi long time. I know Nitty Kochi from Nitty Gritty them time. And I know White Star Sound, I know Wayne Smith, I know all the artists sent from down at CD. Never know Element fan. I never know Bounty Killer. Yeah. So I never know them. We used to see Boom Dynamite, but I never know him as per se, you know. Yeah, but yeah, I never know Bounty. I see if you may go meet Bounty. Yeah, I have to go down there go check him, you know, to find out what I go on. Because him say more and kill me, I don't know him. What? I that me like with boxing, you know. The enemy they right in front of you, so you know he's got to kill that guy before him kill you. So go check him. Yeah.
And at this time, you were very seasoned as an artist at this time here, because if you're saying 92 and you've been in the business.
Let me have the chance. Stop it. Let me have bust back. Remember, I said it's a child star. Yeah. So let me have bust back. So when the bus back now, obstacle come, you have to find out where the obstacle come from. So at the time, I have Bounty Killer as an obstacle, like seriously, because I have it say him come to block my path. But when do know, him give me a different path to go on. Because if me dep on the same path, me dep on probably only there still today. You see it? So him introduced me to a different format of the music, because I never used to see the bad man lyrics, you know. Me growing up too much badness, so everything that I try to say is try to do good or stay away from that. Because when I go, mate, you're no good sitting. A girl song me start with, hey, them I watch you. Hey, them a chat. So me start, spread out, Miss Angela, Miss Lover Monday, you with the rough rider. You remember them song there? So them song them start with. I wouldn't be the bad man, wicked man now, because here's the problem, you know. The bad man thing start back again. Because Ninja Man look like him now, where I go. See? And then Mad Cabra and him start war now, and them time that the badness thing start. See? So when me a Bounty Killer come in Kappa Shot now, me hear the style when DJ, because I'm DJ in a Buju Banton style, big it up. Girl, see what we heard that, me heard that. So me I say, why you can't do that? So me do it. So, yeah, because I don't know bad man thing go. So me flip up, me flip two songs. Me flip third fabulous song, glamorous, glitterous, so man, you look fine. Have me under pressure. Bad man, wicked man, attack man, fit high. Lacking at me and more. Yes, I'm flip it. So when Killer call me pirate, I just me trying. Because two of the pirate, the same melody, and then you call me pirate. Two of we are pirates. Yeah. I think him that said, me I use the same words where I use, and the same style where I use, but that was the style of DJing at the time. So who originated it? I don't know. It can be Mad Cabra, it can be Ninja Man, it can be Shabba Ranking. It's not Bounty Killer alone DJ, sir. So I never know why him did I call me pirate. But when we get to figure it out, say, the man a boss, and then them talk about me, side of him, and him knowing that. But two bull can't run a one pen, but it look like me just buy a different pen and give him the next one here, sir. Run over this and run over this. Yeah, even the gangster, the man for the street, he was that guy when it come to the poor people government and all of them things there. So we get to realize, say, all right, music is nice, we're going to sing. Yeah. Now I go up on stage first because I realize I be a bad man thing and and management after my artists have to go last and rare. I'm not business who want forward last and last man standing. That is the manner people talk about. Yeah. So there. Yes, sure as liquor, tens and thing. Yeah, till I start to enjoy myself. And then I'll turn to the tension, which part the tension I come from. Because Killer was the aggressor. I was the man that smiled. Yeah. So then you get a different limelight in the morning now. I see what go on with it. Because it starts from Stone Love anniversary, then it move on to Sting. Then the year after that, I'm near the artist of the year. The year after that, the year after that, the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. So that teach me, you know, the only competition is you. So all you can do is compete with yourself. So we start make some different songs. So Dave Kelly start give me some Murderation, Give Me the Girl, Them With the Wickedest Slam, start giving some different songs. So we start get a different idea of how to forward in the music. So we drop World Dance now, after Buju Banton come with the Borga song, and we drop the World Dance and thing, we go Billboard. Then we go Romy, then we go Billboard. And after that, rest is history. Yeah.
When it came to the Bounty Killer, before we get out of the Bounty Killer moment, what was the most intense time between the two of you guys?
Sting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Sting was the most intense time because the anniversary, Stool of Anniversary, was the first time we really about on any platform, any musical platform. It was the first time we ever meet each other, you know? So the first time we ever confront. So the confrontation was, it was on and off because Killer run off and I might leave the stage of a minute because it's not because he was afraid, it's because him underestimate. Because he must say, what me I do on stage with a fool here. But by the time he walk off left the fool, the forward of the fool get bigger than the one where he just left. So he must run and back. Yeah, so I think I gained my respect from him that night. Yeah, and I think him gained mines that night. Yeah. So that competition was gaining each other respect. You know, say, none of we a fool. You see it? Yeah, man.
Just even.
Yeah, even Stevens.
Just even start from there to where you guys ended up like at a Verzuz. That's like a whole chunk of dancehall history in itself. Tell me how the Verzuz even came up in the first place.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, if you watch the Verzuz with the artists and when they use, it's most veteran artists who been at each other next to hit songs after hit songs. I'm on there. Got Billboard number and man, I said, I ramped with me now. But hold that one under your face. So these are the people that put in at the Verzuz. So for have me and Bounty Killer was the right choice. Because me and him bust the same time, me and him got through the same thing. Like where, all right, say you have DMX and a Snoop Dogg that. You know that. You have Monica and a Brandy. You know the thing go. You have Teddy Riley and you know the thing, them man they run competition with each other. You just show Babyface have more hits. But every time Babyface get a number one, Teddy Riley got it. Like every time. Whether him produce or him sing or him write or you understand what I say? Him always got it. So with for Switch Beat now and Timberland, them see that because them want to do the Jamaican thing. So him call me now, Swiss Beat call me and I say, yo, we want to do the one and Bounty Killer. Me I said that would be a good idea. So that's when I start watch back certain verses and I said, I like how the verses are go. Like one man up here and one man down here. So we need one unification. Because if me and Bounty Killer go the verses and then the up here, so it's going to be competition. And we have big people who can't compete against each other right now. Right now, for sure, love in the music, what is the dancehall music is lack of love because all the new artists them bust the money war against someone that one year war against someone that one year want to shoot that one year want to stab up that one year. So music is not about music anymore. Music about who have the most gun and who can show the most bullet and who can this and that. So we want to show, say we as the original rival, the original enemy, got them. See? Can forward together on one show and deal with a whole heap of vibes and show love to the dancehall music and make the people that know say, there's love here. There's not only war here or violence, you know. There's love here and brotherly love too. You see it? Serious love. You see it? Yeah, man. So when me and Killer do that now, it kind of show where the people them always are cuss about.
Yeah.
The love and the respect in the music. So yes. And I thank the organizers of the Verzuz to do that because that was a good idea. Yeah, man. Thank Karen too because she find the studio. If she never find a studio, then me I use mine. But yeah.
Listen, to me, there was 3 pivotal moments in the Verzuz. One where you turned to the police officer and said, "Don't be that guy."
Don't be that guy.
Next one was when Bounty played the EDM beat. And we could see your eyes looking and listening, and you said, "I'm going for it."
Yeah, man. All right. I thought he was going to play a special. Mm-hmm. That is the reason why I was listening. But when I realized that the beat him a play, Now the DJ upon your dub plate, now ramping me. Brap. So, but this is music, this is how it is. As them type of thing that keep upon your toe in it. You're supposed to always on the edge. This is where you're supposed to be on. As a musician, as an actor, as a dancer, anything, you're supposed to always be in the toes. So you're always ready for anything. So when him do that, him expects him catch me half guard. No man can catch me for nothing at that. Half guard, hand guard, run guard, running it. So we can't do that. I am here. Yeah, right.
Crazy. And then the pivotal, where it exploded was when they played the Showtime and the Song for Song. That was
murder. Yeah, because that was the whole vibes. That's the way you don't show the people them say, yeah, this is where we are come from to where we are now. Because I be a war song sing from the scene. So, this is where we are come from to where we are now. So we are big people now. That's how we used to point at each other face and I am mine now, you chat to man, but we never touch up. Because that's something, yeah, no man never get this. No man never get this. None of that never go on. Mm-hmm. And none of this never go on either.
Most importantly.
Lyrical confrontation at all times. Yeah, man.
You get it clearly. Crazy. That was a big thing for 2020. All right. Yeah. I know your career has been, you've been in this business now 40 plus years. All right.
Yeah, 40 plus.
How do you still stay relevant and didn't sound like somebody that got stuck in the 80s or got stuck in the 90s, got stuck in the early 2020s, or just continue to move it?
Adaptation. Well, adjust and adapt. As you adapt, you adjust, you think. So you have to curve your style. Still don't change you. Don't change you. You is always will be you, because you have to always authentic. You see it. So we never zaga a man knows how you. If you even go, oh God, a man knows how you. But the lyrical context have a change. Yeah, because if every man a chat 16 bars, you still end up at 8 bars. You have to make some 16 bar song too. 8 bar song have to make because the punchline sweet and nobody now wait for the punchline to come. So you have to make the 8 bar song then. So the sweet punchline can come for sing along. You have sing along song, and then you have song where it's lyrical. We have man that sit down on him corner and bonus people and say, yo, pull up that bookmark line, nigga, I'm gonna pull it up. Because of the words that you use. You see it, and the context of the lyrics. Then you have a nice song where you can sing, I want you dance, say, Beenie fine again. That nice, you can't go too long with it. It has to come back. You see? So you have sing-alongs where, and then you have serious songs. Yeah, man. So.
You understand the craft of what it is that you're doing, because throughout your career, you've had 3 monikers, which is the Girl Them Sugar, the Doctor, and the latest one is the King of Dancehall. Okay? Which one came first, Doctor or Girl Them Sugar?
Girl Them Sugar.
Okay. How did you even adopt that moniker in the first place?
I don't mean them call me so. Them let me sing the song. Them call me the Girl Them Sugar. Yeah, them let me sing the song, because everywhere I'm going to have more female fans than male fans. If I even sing bad man show, woman did more than man when it comes to my part. So yeah. That is the reason why them call me the Girls Them Sugar. Now, you end up America, universities like Barbados, Trinidad, America, England, everywhere I go, them call me one university. So this is how we get doctorate. There you go, from the University of the West Indies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When it came to dancehall, especially back in the 80s, we know the original, who you heard of as a doctor, would have been Early B. That's why a lot of people said, okay, how is Beenie Man the Doctor? I guess that was where the whole confusion was there.
Oh, okay. No, it was university. They gave me the doctorate of lyrics. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Early B was a doctor because that was a nickname. All right. You see, where people know that back in the days, everybody that take general and lieutenant and ranking, Early B never won him. Early B ranking. It's why Early B. So him choose the doctor as theme thing, theme ratings. Yeah. So at that time I need to know, because you have Nicodemus, him was the coolest man in the dancehall, so he was Mr. Cool. You see? And then you have Super Cat, the Wild Apache. Every man have a nickname. Yeah, that's the problem. So, when Early B get the doctor, that was the days. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Al Yellowman. Remember King Yellowman in the name, that him bosses. Yeah. So yeah.
So even with that here now, because you're king of the dance hall, so then again, a lot of people were up in arms. Oh, Yellow Man is the king, but people are saying, no, Beenie Man is the king. What? Are there two kings, one king, or it's two different things we're talking about? How do you see it from your point of view?
Yellowman, boss as King Yellowman, but I never crowned him king. I was crowned by music and industry in Jamaica and some fest with a lot of trophies from other places and other peoples. Yeah. I was crowned king first time, and I think it was an MTV concert. I was doing an MTV concert, me and Diego Calderon. He was the guy for the the Spanish music, they call it reggaeton. Yeah, so I have to eventually end up in a competition. Jesus Christ. The item of data people. Yeah. Lessons. I am doing an interview. Yeah, so that the first time MTV did give me a crown, like king of the dancer. So I think when I reach back to Jamaica now, I think I'm follow up with that, with the reggaeton fest thing, because it was a big thing, reggaeton versus dancehall, and me and up a DJ Spanish lyrics. I don't remember it, because freestyle Spanish. Then I learned Spanish a little bit in a ring and just find two words and that's a brut, but him couldn't do it in English. So we get most forward, so we win the competition. So that was it. Yeah.
Became king. All right, because I know even one of your first mainstream hits, one of your breakout hits for you in your big career was Simma, and that came out in 1997.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in 2021, you have a new album called Simma. All right. 24 years later.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to go with Simma, and why has that song, of all songs you've put out, lasted for so long that has that kind of an impact on your career?
All right. You see, a lot of things that you've done, people don't remember because the young generation don't follow and the older generation don't teach them. Simma is the ideal name of the album because that is a rebirth of the name Simma. And it's something that stuck in everybody's head. It's kind of like music. If you do a melody that done 25 years ago, it's a familiar sound in everybody's head. So it's automatically a hit song. So I never have an album named Simma. I never have a song named Simma. The song is called Who Am I? You see? So that name is never used yet. So yeah. It's really a refurbished to remind people that, yes, the king is still here. So everybody will just Simma. Guys, yeah, still there. But yes.
Makes sense. And in today's market, you think like an album, is it a full album or is it an EP?
It's a full album.
Okay. Today's
an artist like me can never do an EP.
Mm-hmm.
The EP of your upcoming artists who just come out, where them now sure say he can do an album. But an artist like me can never do an EP. It lets me reintroduce myself, and I don't need to do that because me never gone away. You see? So, yeah. The album. Yeah.
How many tracks are we looking at on the album?
There'll be a couple tracks, at least 12 tracks. But we make about 60 tracks for the album, so we have to choose. Yeah. Really, the mixed album, the single is going to be released. I think I am premiering the single Sunday. It's my mother's birthday this Sunday, so I'm going to drop it on Zip, to be exact. Rush, DJ Rush, I'm going to make play. But I'm going to drop it online for the people in here too. Yeah. So right now we have the mix. The song is called Fun in the Sun. It's Beenie Man, Popcorn, and J Island. Yeah. Big.
How do you think at this level in your career, you still have that ability to link with younger artists, older artists, and still do your thing and not feel like you're trying to fit in, but just fit right in?
Yeah, but you see, I don't do hype. This is a problem. If you're an artist and you're hype, then people are going to dislike. Never you hype. Always try to be yourself so people love you for who you are and not what you have or how much song you have or how big your name is. People will love you for you, respect you for who you are. When a man see anyone can call to you, when your fans them see them can call to you, unless you're tired and sweat or you want a little time for rest and wipe off your face and them thing there, then that is the time where you take time out for yourself. But otherwise, from that, you have to respect people at all times. When people see them call to you, you have to have time to spend. Because as long as the artists them see that, they're going to respect you because they learn a lot from you. Because you is the reason why they are the man them is today, because they watch all you flex and them learn from you how to deal with fans, learn from you how to deal with stage show, learn from you how to put themselves together. So each and every one of them young artists are forward after I and I. They're going to show up. Some of them don't like themselves, so them don't like people. And some of them come in music for the wrong reason. Yeah.
Makes total sense. Somebody like you that's seen your share of publicity, good publicity, bad publicity. In your mind, is there such thing as bad publicity or all publicity is the same?
Which is bad publicity. As long as people are talking about you, whether they talk good and bad, but it's still there on the lips of everybody. The only bad publicity is when them say you're dead and you can't come back and say, I'm not dead. Mm-hmm. Because everything was said about you can be counteracted. Because you have people who know you, will come out and defend you and stand up for you and stand up for your rights because they know so you're not that type of person. Mm-hmm. So anything people say about you, this can always be counteracted. And you don't have to defend yourself because you have people who love you. And you have people to defend you, right? Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody like you, you've seen your share of good, bad, indifferent, everything you've seen. How do you really separate your personal life from your professional life?
Well, my personal life is my personal life, there's no separation there. Everything personal as long as it's a person. So your personal life is your personal life. You keep your personal life to yourself. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to say in your personal life and you want to say it public, you can't take it back, Because once you say it, the public gone with it. Yeah, so you keep your personal life personal. Anything you don't want people know, you say it. Mm-hmm. That's it. So
because it seemed like you live up such a
my life is
for the longest time.
I be in my name. That's the problem. My name easy for call.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And then when people call your name, them get recognition. So people follow it. If them say anything about you, people follow it. So as long as them call your name, because people love you, and you have people live to hate you. Because too much people love you. Oh, too much people love that boy. I don't like him. So everything negative anybody say about you, I'm not telling you a long time that boy but me can't follow them because me can't follow fool and tell you that. You see, you have to keep your sanity at all times. So what people want to say about you is, come on, if you're not important, nobody not talk about you. I say good. That's it.
All right. What's the hardest part about being Beenie Man, and then the hardest part about being Moses? Because they're two completely different people.
The nicest part is being Moses, because Moses is Beenie Man. There's no change in my life. The only time I change my clothes and go up on stage. But yeah, so you have to always be you. You see, all right. It's come like when I'm FBI. I go undercover. Mm-hmm. Name John, him I go name John, last name just I go change. You have to give him a name and you can answer to it. Because if you change your name to Peter, Paul, or Tony, him now go regular answer to it. You get the answer. So you have to be the same individual regardless of what kind of character you fall into. So me and my kids them go a show, and me and them go a show. Beenie Man just go up on stage, go DJ and come off back. And me and them still go home. So you can't separate the Beenie Man from Moses. You have to just be you at all times.
Yes, they're all the same. Yeah. Moses Anthony Davis, Mr. Mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, me that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one thing that a lot of people would be surprised to know about Beenie Man?
Because when I say my life is a open book, there's no surprise there. Mm-hmm. Like, seriously. Mm-hmm. None of that.
Like if you're an avid reader or something that a good cook, something that
Then I get where I come from. If nobody knows that I can't cook, that's a phony mistake. I can cook. Then I read, yeah, but I watch TV. Me's a musician that watch movie. Because we don't too listen music coming on a man say me take my words out of them song and them song. Yeah. So good.
Talking about movie, the first time I've seen you in a movie, period, was Dancehall Queen. Okay.
Yeah, first movie.
How did that come up?
Oh, them asked me to write the song for the movie, and through me read the script, the song was so vivid to the script, them put me in a movie. Because them never gave me that song for write when my DJ about the venue, I wish part the sound I play, and all of them things there. And yeah. So we have vivid description of what is going on there. And yeah, that's how I get the role. Yeah. And
what did that do for your career after being in that movie?
What? Dancehall Queen and I did have 2 years straight. Whole Jamaica know you. Everybody in the world know you. But yeah, seriously. But it do for your image more than what it do for your name. Because people actually know you. You know, a whole heap of artists today can't go road and nobody not see them because people don't know them. They never introduce themselves to people. Yeah, seriously.
You're right. What inspires Beenie Man after so long in this business here?
Okay, the love of the fans. Yeah, the love of the fans. Because if people are interested in your work, them don't want to see you, that means you're going to be irrelevant. Yeah. But through the fans love you, you're always relevant because you always have somebody to applause to everything we do. Yeah. Trust me.
Makes sense. And even your inspiration, like, okay, if you hear a song, in your mind, you automatically fill in the blank with your own words, or how does that work in your mind? Because we know when it comes to melody and stuff, you could just hear a melody and say, okay, you know what, fill in the words here. How does it work in your mind when you hear it goes into this here and what comes out here?
Oh, well, okay. The melody never go into this year now. If you have to create a melody, you have to create from here. Mm-hmm. You can't listen to nothing and create a melody. That is not creation. That is actually piracy. Yeah, take a man style. Yeah, that's what them call it, piracy. But yeah, take a man style and turn it into something else. So if you listen to a melody that is actually somebody else's song, you just put in words to a melody that you already know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. For instance, me that use leaving on a jet plane. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. I mean, I do a one new dance, a Beenie fine again. I run the street and the lane and round the bend. The world dance is in the man. People might find that to be creative, but it's not. You're just doing a next man's style in a different way. So
is it acceptable though? Even if it's not creative, is it something that's acceptable?
Yeah, it is. And it's very unique. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So you do it one time, or you do it 3 times, or you do it. But if you do it right through, then you use not original. You see? So if you do one of that and do a 20 a year only, then can't call you a pirate. You just flip a style. You understand? So you have to create melody. You get to me, I say? No, okay.
That makes a lot of sense here. This is a question for Moses. All right. I know with the passing your mom, it was very tragic because I guess you guys had a very tight relationship and stuff. Yeah. When she had passed, I know at the funeral you fainted and stuff. How are you doing today as Moses? Not as Beenie Man, but as Moses Davis.
As much as I tell us, don't ask a question there because you're one in the same. Mm-hmm. We're not doing very well, but we have to stand firm as man because we have a family to stand firm for. You see, as I'm saying, Sunday the 31st of January is my mom's birthday. You see, that is the day I release a song, you know, Fun in the Sun. And yeah, but I'm not doing very well, but yeah, I'm hanging on in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the thing with it, I know even you started the year with literally a bang, with getting in trouble, with all type of stuff. It's like with Mr. Davis, it's like if it's not one thing, it's a next level.
Yeah. But people still attack boy. So yeah. Cycle. Because the problem is I ain't not getting a trouble now. People put you in a trouble because your name is easy for call. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You see? Them have a warrant for sale to me. It's a matter in court. You see? But I am not a promoter, so why serve me a warrant? You just do a hat. You see the irony there? My name is easy for call. They're easy for call.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of Beenie Man himself. Okay, we're talking about your album earlier, and you said how many tracks did you say is going to be on it? You said approximately.
About a dozen.
About a dozen.
But I don't know. But yeah.
But there's a lot.
Right now, the thing. Yeah.
Features. What type of features could we be looking out for?
The album should have named features. I'm sure I'm featuring stuff. Only from a busy singer, with celebrity, Bungie Garlin, Chelsia, Sean Paul, Anthony Redrose, trust me, well,
yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of them you've collaborated with before, and some of them I think this might be your first collaboration with them now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what was the thinking behind it? How did you decide who were you going to collaborate with, or the universe just brought it together?
No, you're right. See, through the album name Simma, it reminds me of Many Moves of Moses when I make Many Moves of Moses. So we don't want to dabble in a different variety. You know, younger artists to older artists to artists were dead 10 years ago to artists were dead 2 years ago to, you understand? Because me even have Shaggy on the album. Never knew that's to with me and him on the album. So, yeah, the album should have named feature. Yeah.
Could we be seeing some visuals coming out soon also?
Well, very soon, man, because the video I work on now with for the singer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so very soon. The video already I shoot already. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so very soon, visual. And
how important is it for somebody like you, especially that's been in the business for so long, to still continue to have visuals today?
Yeah, because you have a lot of kids on know you, know. Them have grew up on you have some 2-year-old and start know people yet, you know. Them still know the cartoon man them. So them reach 5 and 6, 7, them to know your face. Yeah. It's very important. See, Bob Marley never have an old picture in us, so Bob Marley never great. He's always young. So you always see him face at all times. I always remember that. Blessings.
Yeah.
Always important. Yeah.
Makes sense there. What's been out of all of your bodies of works that you've done so far, all right? Yeah. What's the real difference with Simma opposed to every other album that you've put out?
All right. You see, most of the albums that I put out is made by me, but sometimes management take over because they want Artura Sullivan to play one piano on it, or them want Carlos Santana to play one guitar on it, or them want Go America to find Neptunes, and sometimes the company take over because they know exactly where they want and which direction they want to push the album into. But I don't think companies should take over what the artists know to be real. I don't think companies should tell us that we can't push dancehall, but we can't push pop. I don't think companies can tell us that dancehall can't sell 3 million people. Come on, why Sean Paul do it? You get the message? So companies do that enough time. You see it? Because the music, sometimes the music get too popular, so the music are outshine for them music, and music are sell more than for them music. The artists them where them spend the millions span. You would just get 100,000 outshining. You get to me? I say, so them always want to shelf your music and keep it on the background. And then them try to own it, change the name and call it other things. And yeah, Justin Bieber do a song for dancehall rhythm, them call it, we call it again.
Tropical House.
Rihanna come and say work, and them call it something else. You get what I say? So this is how it is. When people see greatness, them always want to capture greatness. Them capture reggae. You know how much white reggae group, in the world, from Bob Marley come out. White reggae group like Foolishness, Big Mountain, some bully for other people. Yes, because even what them name, No Doubt, came out as a reggae group. Them sing most reggae song than pop song. As Sly and Robbie actually produce it. Okay. Yeah, got too much facts now. Well, let's stop. Yeah. Chuck down over the White House, we can't talk. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so you feel this one, you've had this body of work, you have more
different thing,
control and everything.
Is a more all right. You see, you them have to make music for them too, And then you them have to teach them which part the music coming from. So you can't just make boom boom bang 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 jump, because here go on. I am not against trap music. I am not, but I am not for it. See, because trap is hip hop music, and once you start get too deep in it, you become a rapper. See, but just want you them to realize that trap music nice and it can make it popular, but America don't need it because I'm have it already. What take you across the earth is the original authenticity of Jamaican music. So you have to make dancehall or reggae music, like seriously. Mm-hmm. You see, and you them even know that. So the whole heap of trap music, yes, you're gonna get local popularity, yes, it's gonna play it, and a man gonna drop it. But if you want to become the artist that you want to be, like women know they want to be, that's why I tell you, say, some youth come down the music for the wrong reason. Them come down the music for popularity and show for them style and who can bleach most and all of them things. And that's how music go. You're coming at the music for the love of the music and love the music and respect everything where the music gives. Because not because you drive a Benz, you feel like you're hype on that man. Not because you have a look at one apartment on the road, you feel like you're hype on that man. You need to have legacy in the music. You need to have achievement where people can talk about. Can nobody not talk about the Benz 10 years after them and say, how old Benz you drive? Music can't old, music never died. You have to come to music for the right reasons. And you have enough man to come to music for the wrong reason. Get a hit song, feed them for 30 years. And at 30 years after them realize, adapt them children and meditate. And start meditate, Benz and pretty car. Make more music, make more of the song so you can last more. So you can do a 2-hour performance on stage and people can feel good about themselves. Some people come to music for the wrong reason. If you stop it, you have a man DJ in the bathroom and she invites echo back on him sound good. My next thing tomorrow morning. And man line and say, oh, me not business about Beenie man and Bounty Killer. Fool them man, I don't know what them are. And then I hear about him next week. Wrong reasons.
A lot of people don't understand you have to respect the foundation, just like how you respected who came before you, which is, when you really think about it, who would you say came before you? Now, that's a good question. Before Beenie Man.
Before me, that's a Juice Whale, because them man, they're a bigger man to me. I'm under 60 year old. I have to call it 60 year old man, them like Ninja Man, him older than me too. So I don't know how long him a DJ for. You see him? All right, Shabba them older than me too. So that's it. Yeah, that big man, them virgin. So you have to show respect to the elder them. Like, seriously. You see him? I mean, know enough people before them too. Because I know Michigan and Smiley them too. You get to me, I say. So I know a whole heap of people long before them. I know Roland Barrel them, I know John Holt them, I know all of them on the personal. You see? So, yeah, you have to show all respect to the elders then. You see? All right. Me look on the youth and say, me check the cartel of the baddest thing bust between since me and Bounty Killer come out. I respect all of the youth them I do one of them bad. Yes, of course, a bad DJ them, but I'm not going to say anything better than the man there because no, the man they make it before you, my youth. The man they even help you to make some hit too. You see? But don't run a competition with me and him because I'm there before him. You have to show me, put some respect for my name, man. Yeah, man. Don't do that.
You get it, of all people. Beenie, what's been your favorite era in music so far since you've been in this business here?
Favorite era in the music, 90s, man. Yeah, man, 90s. All the artists bust 90s, you know. If you remember Terror Fabulous, them and all them artists in General Degree, them and all of them, and you remember them, man. 90s music did nice because the business wasn't like the business was yeah. So that's why the music is so nice. Because when Dave Kelly put out a rhythm, we have 10 artists on the rhythm. Jamis put out a rhythm, we have 20 artists on the rhythm. When you get to me and say, yeah, them time there, you never have so much money come out and say them a producer when them never produce a song yet. Them just carry a rhythm come here and make a DJ on it. Mm-hmm. And this is what recognized as a producer today. Music change. About it. Yeah.
It's one of those things with even jugglings, because you're the perfect person to access with a juggling in dancehall, like as you said with the Dave Kelly rhythms and all of those stuff there. Do you think that's something missing in dancehall right now, or was good for its time? And let's move on to something else.
No, there's no such thing as time in dancehall music. Juggling bill in Jamaica, there's no hip hop juggling. You know hip hop juggling? Do you know of a R&B juggling? Do you know of a funk juggling? Do you know of a disco juggling? Okay, we start juggling, Bridget, in Jamaica. So you cannot cut out juggling. Mm-hmm. We have singles and we have juggling. Because all the artists now make it on the singles. So you put him on the rhythm, the juggling rhythm, then people hear him and then like him. So him boss, so him can make a next juggling. So a next artist can juggle on it and boss. This is how we deal with it. This is how music is. So, yeah, that's why juggling is important. It's very important. Mm-hmm. And if every artist can go up on a juggling, find one, go up on budget. Yeah, it's good to have singers because singers make you exclusively on the rhythm. So that means you're a song alone and go play upon the rhythm. Yeah. You have some artists that do juggling because they're afraid the artist better than them on the next rhythm. You have to know that juggling is the competition where you need that net. Seriously. If you fail on the rhythm, you go back on the next one. Yeah.
You're right, because you brought up a name in this conversation here, Dave Kelly. All right. What was it like the first time you actually worked with Dave Kelly? And besides that, a little birdie told me that Dave Kelly has an unreleased Beenie Man and Bounty Killer combination that never came out. Can you confirm or deny that?
Yeah, well, we can't confirm nor deny, because if you know I release it, you know I release it. So we can't tell us something in my way you know about. You see? All right, we can't confirm that. All right. Here up now. You see, what Dave Kelly bring to the music is Dave Kelly bring rhythms and him write songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He give a style for DJing and, and the style of work. You don't know how him do it, but him teach you how to write to get to the younger minds of the people. Because when Dave Kelly was singer, yeah, give me the girl, give me the wickedest now. Give a song like, I'm going on the damsel ship. I'm gonna picture a young girl like this is my song. We write these songs. You get me? So him put you in a direction. And once you go in that direction, you never go wrong. So yeah.
Makes sense. I got one last question before I get you out of here. 2021. What's on Beenie Man's playlist? When you go into your vehicle and you're driving, what's on your playlist right now?
Oh, Miss Education of Learning.
Boom.
Yeah. Me listen music, me listen records. That's it. Any man can make a record, but every man make music.
You understand. Beenie, been a great comment. Tell them when the album is coming out, where they could check it out and all that.
The album is coming out spring. The single is coming out. Now premiere it on the 31st. It will be released in February. Mm-hmm. But I'm premiering it on the 31st because of my mother's birthday. But a week after that will be released. You can get it on any platform that sells music and thing. It's called Fun in the Sun, featuring Popcorn, Chia Island. Look out for it. Wicked song. The album back there. Trust me.
Where could they find you? Where could they find you on social media?
Oh, King Beenie Man everywhere. King Beenie Man Twitter, King Beenie Man Facebook, King Beenie Man Instagram. Yeah, please. Only give me some followers, you know. Jesus Christ, man. I'm fans them look for me and can't find me. King Beenie Man. Find me at King Beenie Man. All right? Yeah, man. Come need me to buy some album to pre-release. I'm big thing. Yeah, there you go.
You understand back. You understand. Big Boss, leave us out of here with a wicked medley if you can.
Okay. I remember man a bad man, wicked man, a take man for toy. That them in a Myanmar, kill and destroy. Murder your mama, make your papa start cry. Policeman see me, afraid for ask Beenie. Well, if a fussy want to say, tell that for try. None beat a try like a fail, me boy. This Beenie man, them a make me fans cry. Anyway, they won't come from apply them man. If you know want people, they do, you know say the word. Come on, see make a little marrow fly like bird. So my day you go dead, so mark me word. This father must you know where if you cross the bridge, your life gone in a sorrow. And if you cross the bridge, must have left your life in a pain. When the sun is zigzag, shine, the dagger run like river, and you will never this muscle again. Oh God, the boy them listen, man. With the Glock, then you is a madman. You're like, no, see, they scratch you while you live too long, but shatter go bust and skull go bore. Big Mac 11 and the 404. Man, I go dead and go leave more. Before me close the door, me I tell them one more, say, go and go bury your dead now, please. And Papa, put your hand for your head now, somebody, but go and go bury your dead now. Yeah.
Beenie,
Yeah.
Big Boss, King of the Dancehall, MAD. Thank you so very much. Let me give you an outro and get you out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
Zaga, Zo.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.